Right, so I'm currently at Penrith service station, which is up by Carlisle, and I live down by Luton, which is about 5 hours drive away from where I am right now. And in my previous video, I mentioned, or I announced, that I just bought myself a BMW E46 M3 as a project car. And in that video I explained that in my next video, meaning this one right here, I would tell you what my plans are for this car. So in this video I'm going to explain in details what my plan is for this car, and trust me, it is going to be probably the most unique BMW E46 M3 on the planet. Just had to quickly put a little tease on Instagram. I bought a car, but I'm not telling you what car it is because yeah, you're gonna have to wait till the video goes live. But yeah, E46 M3, 4 or 5 or 6 or however many hours away from home, depending on traffic. It is rush hour now. It's 4 o'clock. It's getting dark, so which ain't ideal for filming. So if it is a bit low light in here, I apologise for that. It's been a bloody long day. Let me just let that upload. In fact, let me switch that off. Have a little listen to the engine start from the back. Right, let's hit the road because I want to get home. I really, really want to get home. Sport mode. Yes. Real drive. E46 M3. So in my previous video, obviously I introduced the car and I explained that these are probably my most favourite car of all time. And I suppose the real reason for that is because they are a special car, right? They've got so much character, they look amazing, they've got so much going for them, they sound good, they look amazing, they've got wide arches. I've always loved that raspy sound, but also because when I was like in my late teens or early 20s, this was the M3 of that time, and it had a big meaning in my life. It was just like a car that I always loved. There's a fly in here. As a car trader, I've actually had loads of them. We've bought and sold loads of them over the years. I've probably had more E46 M3s than I've had any other car, purely because, like I say, I like them. They're good news. They're good to buy and sell. You can earn well out of them, and they hold their value really well. But that's not why you're here, is it? You're here because you want to know what I'm doing with this car. So I mentioned in my previous video that it was really important for me to have one with a good engine and a good gearbox, and it was also important that it was a manual. The reason for that is because I'm going to get straight into it. I'm not going to leave you hanging for any longer. I'm going to turbocharge this car. Will at VRS have had long conversations with him, and we've basically decided to do a full engine build on an E46 M3. Will said go and find one. We'll begin the work immediately, and we're going to try and put a decent sized turbo. And I'm not going to tell you or go into detail with what turbo, because I don't actually know. I'll be honest with you, I don't actually know what turbo, but we're going to put a decent sized turbo on this car and attempt to get a good level of power out of it. Again, I can't really quote like power levels or what I expect to achieve. I know what I would like to achieve, but I don't want to quote that right now. But we want to, like I say, achieve good amount of power from it. But that's not just like the party piece. That's not the special trick, because there's something that I want to do to this car that is going to make it even more unique. So it will be a turbocharged E46 M3, which is amazing, yeah? Like I say, for me, that's massive. I love these cars, and for me to have one with a turbo, if anything, what they lack right now, thank you, sir, what they lack nowadays is power. If you get in one of these, or if you've had one previously, or you've driven one years ago, by them days standards, they were a powerful car, but by today's standards, they're not. So you do jump into it today, and you're going to feel a little bit underwhelmed with the power. It's 343 bhp, but because it's a naturally aspirated engine, it does feel like it needs a turbo. So that's a big box ticked, yeah? So I'm now going to be able to get into my all-time favourite car and have it with power, which is brilliant for me. But I got shown a photo of an E46 M3 years ago, and when I saw that photo, I thought I would absolutely love to have an M3 like that. And let me just see if I can find that photo. I'll put it on now. What I want to do is I want to build an E46 M3 estate, and as far as I know, like, I can't find one anywhere. On YouTube there are cars, but there's not a single right-hand drive one to my knowledge. There must be one out there somewhere. Someone must have built one. A lot of people are probably wondering why I bought a convertible car. It doesn't actually matter that I bought a convertible car, because this car is basically going to end up getting stripped and scrapped. So the money that I spent on this car today, all of the stuff is coming off of this car, and it's all going on an estate car, which I'm yet to buy. And by the way, if anyone's selling an estate 3 Series, I want your car, right? I'll get on to that in a sec though. So, I'm gonna buy an estate car. We're gonna take the engine, the gearbox, the front end, the rear bumper, the rear arches, everything off of this car, the diff, the running gear, everything. We're gonna take it all off of this car and put it on an estate car. And then, or in the meantime, we're going to have the gearbox built so that it can sustain the power of the engine that's also getting built to like a forged spec. So we're going to have a powerful engine, a strong gearbox, all in a nice 5-door estate car. Something else I haven't mentioned to you that I really want to tell you right now, that I've not told you for ages, is I've sold my M135i. And part of the reason why I sold my M135i is because I know that's bad, like it's a proper bombshell to some people. The reason why is because I just wanted to concentrate or move forward with this project, right? And I'm no doubt in time, who knows, I might have to sell the bloody RS6 to fund it, I don't know yet. But we'll see. So, when I saw that picture all them years ago, I think I uploaded a picture of that M3, that estate car. It was the only one ever made by BMW themselves, funny enough. They never actually produced these cars, they never went to production because, oh, who knows why, I don't know why. I think it'd be quite a special thing, wouldn't it, an E46 M3 estate. But had they have produced them, I wouldn't be doing one now. I want it to be, my vision for it is kind of blurred. I've got a lot of ideas of how I want it to look at the end, like as in colour and spec and finish. Do I want it looking like a track spec or a show spec car? But that's pretty much it in a nutshell. So yeah, I'm now on the hunt for a BMW 3 Series, preferably like a facelift car, like an 04 or an 05 car. And what I'm going to do with that car is I'm going to strip it, take everything off of this car, put it all on that car. That's going to go into a body shop, whilst the engine and gearbox of this car is going to be getting built at VRS. And I'm going to document the whole thing on YouTube, so I'm going to film as much as I can along the way, so you'll be able to see exactly what I'm doing to the car. And yeah, it's going to be massive, and it's something that I'm obviously massively excited about. So I'm finally sat in the car on my journey home, telling you the story, telling you this thing that I've had in my bloody head for ages. So I'm going to end the video here. I hope you liked my my idea or my plan. And some people think it's bloody criminal to buy a nice facelift 04 plate BMW M3 and strip it and break it and potentially scrap it. I mean, the chassis might be of value to someone at the end of it, but yeah, it is criminal. It definitely is. But you know, it's something that I've always wanted to do. And like I keep saying, these M3s are they're definitely my favourite M3 of all time, but probably my favourite car of all time. So it's a special thing for me, alright? So yeah, I'm going to end it there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked my video. I hope you like my plans. If you did like what I've got to say in this video, do hit the like button. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments below. I'm sure you will anyway, because I'm curious to know what everyone's got to say about this. If you don't follow me on Instagram, give me a follow at Calvin's Car Diary. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet and you want to see the future of this build, because that's exactly what it is, it's a full car build, massive project. There's going to be lots of videos on this. You need to hit the subscribe button and you're going to see lots more of this car on my channel, right? Thank you and goodbye. In the next episode of Calvin's Car Diary, before I begin tearing the M3 apart, I thought, you know what, I need to do an E46 M3 review. That video will be live this coming Sunday at 6 o'clock.